Alright guys, before we get into the video, I'm going to talk to you yet again about Futtrading.co.uk. Thank you to everyone that continues to subscribe and support our content. It means the world to us. You guys know we work very hard on the website. You make a lot of coins, but without you guys, we don't have a website. So thank you very much for that. We're working on another big giveaway this month, and hopefully we'll have details of that in the coming days for you guys. But just so you know, £10 a month gets you access to Tier 1 perks, which is buying and selling prices for icons, specials and silvers, as well as Thursday flips. They bang all the time, a lot of coins to be made. And with Tier 2, you get all the Tier 1, plus CHEM style filters, plus live filters, and we're adding UCL cards to that as well. PC prices have now been added, and we're continuing to add more PC features in the coming days and weeks. So make sure you check out Futtrading.co.uk. You'll make millions as simplistically as anything. But for now, let's get into the video. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. As always, if you're new around here, make sure you do subscribe down below. Make sure you turn your notifications so you never miss an upload. 3 uploads on this channel. The morning is League SBC Method to Glory. The evening is this video. It's trading to Prime Eusebio at the moment. But really, it's just full of trading tips to help you guys make coins. And the midnight content, I always say evening and say evening twice. The midnight content is packs, picks, all that sort of good stuff. So don't miss out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Again, join all the new subscribers we're getting all the time. It's absolutely mental. The support's been crazy. Allowing me to completely and utterly change my setup and be comfortable while I'm doing all this trading stuff for you guys. It's mental the difference that this has made. So again, from the bottom of my heart, for all the support here on my streams, on the website, thank you so much for allowing me to do this full time. And yeah, I'm extremely grateful, very humble, and yeah, you guys are the best. You guys are the best. But this is Trading to Prime Eusebio, like I say. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you comment down below. But we're talking all about icons today. Now, this full disclaimer for you guys, from me. Well, you guys know that I built my team up and I didn't like it. I'm not gonna lie to you, didn't like the Teos, didn't like the way it was working. So I did to the Evos you've seen on League SBC Method. I bought with Sam Ben Yedder's headliner card. Lovely spot there for Eusebio to go into, and there's Lam. So I'm going to be buying Lam or whoever it is going to be right back for me relatively quickly. That's going to be bought. At the moment on the Eusebio, we've got 2.2 million coins. In terms of what I've spent at the moment, it's 3.6 million because I've been trading basically to get the 2 players that I want. I want a left back, probably Ashley Cole or Carlos, and a right back Lam. So not all of these players here that we bought are going to count towards the Eusebio account. It'll be a much more accurate reflection once I've sold everyone and bought the 2 cards I need to buy. But you'll see what I mean eventually. But anyway, let's talk about icons. So on Xbox today, we've been noticing that icons have come down. In fact, the whole Xbox market is very, very skittish at the moment. It's very, very weird. But icons have taken a hit. And icons are some of the most hardy cards on this game. And by hardy, I mean different conditions will affect different cards. So silvers, for example, will plummet with loads of supply. Gold's the same. Specials tend to plummet with panic on the market. Or another card coming out that affects it. Icons really only ever take a temporary hit when icon swaps come out or weekend league set off. But today on Xbox, they have been going crazy. They've been going absolutely crazy. And so I've bought into a few. I'm going to show you some of the prices we paid, especially Suka's here, and explain to you why I've done it, what we've bought, and how you guys can do the same thing. A lot of you have been asking about an icon video, and so this is basically it for you. But we'll start by talking about Suka here. So we bought a Suka there, one Suka here for 220, one for 227, 226, 228, 235, okay? That's what we paid for them. You need to keep those figures in mind because I'm going to show you Suka in a minute. We've also got some Gattusos, 225, 226, and 228 on him. Rui Costa here, we've got 4 of them. 189, 194, 195, 193. Nakatsa, we bought one for 217 and the other one for 225. And Litmanen for 210. Now, you don't need to remember all of that, but I'll show you in a minute what I'll sort of correspond it to Footbin and give you an idea when I show you how to look for them yourselves. But I will just show you now. If you look at Suka there, for example, it's already sold for 240, that's one of them. Gattuso for 233, another one for 235. Rui Costa there for 207 already. Litmanen didn't sell yet. This one's on the market. It should sell tonight either way. Nakata there at 235, another Gattuso at 239. So when we buy icons, we tend to buy them on the basis of them having a dip in the market, which for now, today, is weekend league sell-off. And then we sell them when they rise. And the biggest rise in icons usually always comes overnight. That's when there's the least supply of icons. As I'm sure most of you are aware, icons are probably the most exclusive card on the game, except for theoretically Team of the Years and stuff like that. But even then, I'd argue most icons are still more exclusive. So there's a finite supply of them, especially at the babies and stuff like that aren't in the game anymore. And so when they come into the market, they come off quite quickly. They tend to hold their value very, very well. But what I want to do now is show you what I've been looking at today on Footbin in terms of cards I've been trading with and I've bought. And I'm going to show you me listing them up and we'll go from there. And hopefully tomorrow we see a fair few sales. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so we are on Footbin and we're going to start by looking at Davor Suker. Now, I'm going to refresh him and see what his price is currently listed on the market. So he got a 235 on there at the moment, which is another undercut, which actually isn't a bad buy either. And the next one to him was 249. Now, I want to just show you, if I look at his daily graph for the last month, this is what you want to be doing with icons, is getting an idea of where they've been recently. So you can see that we paid 235 for ours at highest today, 220 at lowest. But it's consistently been in around the 270s, and look at this. Today, just a massive drop. Like, the last few days, just a massive drop, sorry. Just completing that. I don't know what's happened to him, but even then, he's still been holding steady at 250 and whatever. It's this bit here is where we picked him up, on that further drop there. And so, we picked him up at a low. We picked him up relatively at a low, and I've got no qualms of paying 235 for him. I'm not even knowing what I'm going to sell him for at the moment. I'm thinking, what have I got marked down as? Ideally, somewhere in between 265 to 270 is what I'm thinking. But that's not based upon nothing. Here on Footbin, there's a thing called market sales history. And so you can have a little look and see what he's been selling for so far today. So if you look at sold for, there's a 259, a 235, a 240, a 273 at one point, a 248, a 247, a 250, a 238 again, another 270 there. And so, this when you buy icons, you're not necessarily looking and thinking, right, they're going to sell straight away. What you are seeing is, okay, what am I paying for them? I'm buying them at a low. What do I hope to get for them? And when I list these icons up, they'll be listed for 12 to 24 hours at a time. That's on the listed for, but mainly for an overnight sale. But I won't be in a hurry to sell these icons. The only ones that I'm relatively in a hurry to sell are the ones that I need to get sold to buy back players for the team that are not on as part of his primary Savio grind. In an ideal world, I want to get those relatively sold so I can build a team and play like rivals and get back to grinding it this week. But Gennaro Gattuso again, so if I look at the ones we've bought, if I refresh this now quickly, transfer market. So there's a 235, 239 there. On my transfer pile, I have got the 3 Gattusos, is it? Yeah, so 3 Gattusos. We paid 225, 226 and 228, okay? And again, what you want to be doing is looking at his daily graph. Last month is probably about right. Keep an idea, his low in the last month alone has been 238. Here we got to 270 and there's a plummet, 246. And it's just an absolute plummet. In the hourlies, been holding relatively steady at 240 all the time, got up to 250, and then there's another plummet there. And that 225 I bought. That's the one that I bought there. And again, I can look at his market sales history for today and go, okay, cool, where's he at? I can see he's got for 239, 245. I can see he's got for 249, 248, 237, 245. And that gives me an idea of what he's done today. But obviously there's a chance he rises tonight. He's had 2 sales at 260 and 277 today as well. I don't know how. Sometimes I don't think this is entirely accurate. That was yesterday, actually, ignore me. Sometimes I don't think this is entirely accurate. Sometimes I think it's a little bit iffy. But even the 245 there is still profit on the ones I've got. I'm hoping to get more than that for him tonight. I'm hoping to get 250 plus for him in an ideal world. But that's basically how I come to look and sell and buy icons. But now, how do we look for icons? That's probably the more relevant question here. Now, first thing I've shown you guys before, up here there's a thing called the market tracker. I just want to make sure you guys have seen this properly. Your IDs. Up on Footbin, at the top bit here, there's a thing called market. And if you click on index icons, it will tell you which icons are down. So you can look and see John Barnes, for example, is apparently down at 250. Now we have a little look to make sure. But apparently he's down at 250, which for Barnes it is a low. That's a low. I'll show you that in a minute. Let's go Barnes. And again, you would have seen some of this in the midnight content from last night. Let's have a look, see, because he actually has got 250 there as well. I'm just transfer targets in case we can get anything sold in that time. So 250 on Barnes there, basically. That's a pretty decent undercut. So if I see that he's low, I'm like, okay, cool, let's have a little look at what he's been doing. So let's look at his monthlies. We go, okay, cool. He's been in around the 243, 250 mark, 245 mark. He's spiked recently because of all the English icons, and now we've dipped. Now we'll look at his hourlies. He's held 250, come up, 273 and down 250. Is that really that big a drop? Not really, no. It isn't really that big a drop. So that to me is like, yeah, he's down, but he's only really down from where he was before. So that's nothing that deep, if that makes sense. Again, I'll go back to market index, icons, and again, I can have a little look again and go, okay, cool, where's the market at? Guardiola, for example, he's down at 227. That's a massive undercut. I'm going to assume that's not there anymore. Let me have a quick look. You can't see what I'm doing right now, I'm aware of that fact, but yeah, that's a big undercut. There's a 14 undercut, but that one's gone. And then Xavi and whatnot, you can keep repeating that process. And basically, what you want to be doing is what I've just shown you there. Looking at the hourlies, looking at the last month, get an idea of a rough price, being aware of spikes because of things happening, English icons spiking because of Rooney, for example, being aware they may now be flattening out when the hype dies down. Just being aware of those cards. And as you can see on this, Davor Suker, one of the guys that I've just picked up, sitting there, 235 is a massive undercut. Obviously now he's gone up in price. He's not that cheap anymore in the market because I picked him up. But the other thing you can do, and shout out to Dan for this, because Dan's really the one that got me into looking at icons like the way that this is. But you can go to leagues, you can go to A to C, let's go to icons. Why can't I do my alphabet? There we go. You can go to icons, and what you can do is, for me, I look at Xbox, for example, that's what I care about. Let's say your budget, you've got 2 million coins, you're thinking, right, I want to buy 6 or 7, your budget maximum is 300,000 coins. You can go for 100,000 coins, filter by price, and then you can look through these, and you can look for all these icons, and firstly, you can start gaining knowledge of them, because you can start going, okay, cool. There's Alan Shearer, let's have a little look at him. 285, let's look at the daily graph on him. His lowest has been 280, he's been around 291, 299, 308. Again, look at his hourlies. He keeps fluctuating between 282, he spiked and he dropped off there. Is a good buy point. The 265 was on the market at that point. And again, market sales history. I can look at Alan Shearer and go, okay, cool. Is that a good buy? Is that a good sale? Arguably not. Like 315 he sold for today, 300, a 233. Wow. Someone got one for 233 today. And again, once you start to learn these prices, you'll start to understand what's good to buy, what's not good to buy, what you should be looking for, what you shouldn't be looking for. But essentially, that's how you trade with icons. But icons are all about building your market knowledge up bit by bit. I've seen people talk about how icons are better to snipe and stuff like that. I don't believe that personally. I think trading with fluctuations on icon is far better and far more effective. It allows you to watch what's going on, and it allows you to learn prices and trends. And when I picked the icons up today, it became a recurring theme that I noticed that a lot of these icons were down. So you go, okay, cool. Let me see if there's any undercuts. Because let's say theoretically, let me just go back to the scene. Just going to do it. No, it's not doing that way. Do it this way. Click it instead. So let's say theoretically, we're looking at Guardiola, for example, right? So that Guardiola's gone. So let's go to Suka. Let's go double Suka's 85 cards. My batteries have just died. Sean, can I have you back a second, please? Appreciate you. It's like Blue Peter out here. And there we go. Little brother to the rescue, as always. So let's look at Double Suka's card, for example. Look, 241. So there's nothing on Double Suka on the market below 260 now, okay? And so let's say theoretically this was a good deal. You look at your transfer targets and you look for a better deal. That's how I got those Sukas earlier on. I saw a 235 or a 240 and I was like, let me see if I can find a better deal on the Suka than what we got. I saw it at 225. I was like, well, that's cheap. That's really, really cheap. And again, I will just look at the market index. And I'll show you what I mean. I want to get a good example for you guys. So if I go index icons, and we'll look at, I don't know, let's look at Patrick Kluivert. Let's look at Kluivert. That's the one we'll go for. Apparently he's down. So his 86 card, apparently down at 162, which I doubt is still going to be there. We'll have a little look. You never know. So there's 171 there. So I add them to my transfer targets, and what I do is I use them as what I call a marker. And so that Kluivert will sit there, and I'll hope that someone will undercut that Kluivert, and I'll buy the one below the 171 to get myself an even better deal. Now, if you see something that's an incredible steal, just go and buy that card. Don't hang about. Don't waste your time. Go and buy that card. Don't wait for an undercut if you know it's a very, very good deal. But essentially, that's how I would trade with icons. I would be using the internet more than I'd be using the game itself. The internet gives you trends. It gives you graphs. Be always a bit cautious about those graphs. They're not always the most accurate thing in the world. But that's really where I think the best way to trade icons is. And that's what you need to be doing. So what I'm going to go and do now, again, I've shown you the price of these icons that we bought. I'm going to go and list them up. If you're not sure about the price of the icons, go back and watch it. They get listed up. Next time you'll see me be overnight. Hopefully we've got some good sales overnight. I'll be right back. All right, guys. So next morning, and essentially we sold 2 icons overnight, Littman and Rui Costa. The reason for that is I overlisted them. The Xbox market's so low that these are very good buys no matter what happens. So for me, I thought, why not overlist them, see what happens. It was weird though, again, something's going on with the market at the moment, because I had a 226 and a 228, I think it was. This one was unloaded at 227 now. And the 227 sold. And I don't get what's going on, but it happened yesterday with some Bastonis I bought. I'm really not sure what's going on. In the meantime, though, I've gone and picked up some special cards. So I picked up Yeda's 86 at 154. I picked up Lukaku's 86 at 45. Madison 71, Madison at 70. And Jesus Navas' card at 123. So this is what I say. If you're a site subscriber, or if you're just trading in general, I've got my icons selling, and I'm in no rush for you to sell. They're good deals no matter what happens. They will rise in price. They will make me profit. I've also picked up Victorian, actually, as well, at 65. They will rise in profit. They will go up. But now I'm down to 55k. I don't just chill on that 55k. That 55k will now go on me flipping silvers and making profit from silvers. And that's how you build a coin total very, very quickly. So if you're dancing around the site, if you've got some icons and you buy some specials and you've got 10k left, go and flip silvers. Or go and do UCLs or go and do something like that. And if you're not a site sub, you're doing these methods anyway, the same thing still applies. Start on your icons, then do your specials, and after that think about, okay, cool, How do I put this 10k somewhere? And that's how you start to build the extra 20, 30, 40k a day that gets you from making 50k a day into 100k a day. And then 100k a day to 150k a day. So as the day progresses, I'll keep selling stuff. Like I say to you guys always in these videos, I am in no rush to sell these icons at all. I have no rush to sell them. I will wait until they're up and sell them at that point. It means in certain videos you're not going to see a complete coin total, but I'm not stressed about that. I need to make sure that I'm making the right profit at the right times. And some of these deals are brilliant. One of those Sukas at 220, I'm looking at about 30k profit on him when he does eventually sell, which is very, very solid profit for a not very long hold. It won't be a very long hold at all. But yeah, I'm going to continue buying, selling, come back to you guys once we've got more bought, more sold. I will see you then. Alright guys, it does seem that everyone's been booted off the server, so I thought I'd record this bit quickly in case it goes wrong, in case I get kicked off. So, just for you guys to see, so these are what we sold so far today. Upamecano's a great pickup. I think I paid 65 for him, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong on that one, but Lozano sold, Morales we picked up and sold. And then we've got all this stuff selling here, and again, I'm in no rush. I don't care about selling it off too quickly, but with the leftover coins, I went and picked up some silvers. We've got like some lead centre backs. I think I picked one up for 950. With the supply from Squad Battle Rewards, you see silvers drop off quite a bit in price, and you can pick some nice deals up. So I'm just waiting for them to go up in price a bit more before I start selling them. This Schlotterbeck, for example, 750. He's now 1,700 coins. I could probably let him go, actually. We'll list him for 1,600. He should sell. This Di Medina, I think I just saw him at 5.5 now. Yeah, so he's at 5.5 now. He picked him up for 4,000. So we'll list him for 5.6. One that's like 5.5 goes, he'll sell. 2 Chirp, 1,200 for. Cheapest is 2,500 now. And so, yeah, you can pick up some very good deals, like 1,000 coins a time on these cards relatively easily. And again, you just boost your coin total up by that extra sort of 30, 40k for what's literally about 5 minutes work. Just flicking through all the filters and the silver filters. It's very, very simple. We've still got some more of the specials selling. These guys will all sell bit by bit. There is a little bit of panic on the market today. Again, it feels like, especially in icons, people are starting to get a little bit, I guess, worried about icon swaps coming. Now, I don't think they're coming till Friday because there's nothing in the code for them at the moment. But like Suka, for example, is up at 255 now. And I could have dipped him off earlier on, but I decided to hold off and just see if he rises. If it comes to it though, I can get 250 for him, lose what, 12,500 coins of tax. Basically, the sell price would be 237. So one we bought 235 would be a small profit, but the ones we bought at 220 and stuff like that would be a nice chunky profit on. But I'm in no real rush. I want to hold these and see what they do. The Rui Costas are selling. We know they're selling at that price, so I haven't got to stress about those at all. Nakata we've got listed quite high, but he really fluctuates on Xbox. And so at the moment he is at 235, and so with him, once he sells, we'll hopefully see a decent bit of profit for him. But I'll continue selling, keep going, grind it out. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so again, just another sort of update for you. I want to show you this Rebic pickup we just got. Picked him up for 151. We're going to send for 166. I could probably get a bit more out of him, but Rebic is one of those cards that I do not like trading with that much because he's been one of those ones that everyone bought into to inflate his price, so he sort of sits a lot higher. But he should sell relatively easily for 166 over the course of the day. It's not going to be that difficult. If you're wondering what sort of filter that I'm using at the moment, it's 10, 20, 30, special hunter or special shadow. All I'm doing here is I've got the website up, but you guys can obviously get up Footbin, Footwiz if you can't afford it. And you just check it. So if Pepe comes up, I get an idea of Pepe's price. I go, okay, cool. Currently selling for, our buy price on him is a little bit lower than that, so I wouldn't buy that one. But currently he's on the market for 57-ish. And again, I just back out. And this is a more chilled way to learn special card prices. It's less competitive. The prices are a little bit higher on this one in terms of where they're at. But you just keep doing that. Compare price, back out. Not compare price, back out. Refresh, back out. Refresh, back out. And just flick through to the end. See what you got there. So another Pepe there. Kane again. I'll check Kane. He's normally about an 80k buy for me when I'm comfortable buying him. But he is slightly inflated because of the English guys in the game. But again, that's not a buy. But then all these guys here, you can bid on. Every single one of the guys here, if you really want to, you can go out and bid on them and make profit from that way. But yeah, we're going to continue selling. This has got to be with the edit in 20 minutes time. So if anything sells in the meantime, great. There won't be, like I say, a manifested coin total for you guys. But my plan by the next episode is to have the cards that I want in the team bought. So I've got my team bought and done. And then the set coin total at the start of that episode to show you guys where we're at. It all depends on stuff selling though, bit by bit. I don't want to rush selling stuff. I want to make sure I'm making the right amount of profit. So yeah, I'll be right back though once we get some more stuff sold with the sort of final update for this video. Alright guys, so I pushed it even later than I'm supposed to. But we're 149,000 coins, but I've added up everything that's on the transfer pile. And after tax, it comes to about 3.9 million coins. Now, roughly, give or take, 1.5 million of that is going to be bought on the 2 players that I want for my team. So the actual total for your Train to Save at the moment is about 2.5 million that we've made. So we made another sort of 300k. I think it's a little bit more than that. again, it's difficult for me to tell without getting everything sold. So what I'm probably going to do now is get everything sold today into tomorrow, and then tomorrow during the day just hard grind and show you that, because I want to try and give you guys the set coin total. I'm looking at Philip Lahm at right back or Zambrotta. Both of them are down at the moment, so I would ideally like to be able to buy those while they're down. But there's a problem that icon swaps are coming, and I'm sort of worried about buying them and dropping horrendously, and then they will bounce back but losing out on coins. I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day, but that's where I'm at the moment. But I don't want to confuse this series by being like, oh, here's some coins tucked away for these guys and some coins tucked away from those guys. I do want to make it as clear and simplistic as possible for you guys. But about 2.5 to 2.6 million coins right now. It's Monday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we've got to get our grind on if you want your Eusebio by Friday Weekend League. And I promise you now, I'm going to be able to get my grind on. With the series, it doesn't mean you're always going to, you're going to see everything that I do. It's impossible for me to show you everything. I couldn't record 24/7, every special card I pick up, every icon I pick up. But as I'm doing different methods, I will try and show you them in the video so you get them. Hopefully the icon guide for you in this video has helped you. But that's going to be the end of the video. If you are new around it, as always, make sure you subscribe down below. Make sure you turn your notifications on so you never miss an upload. Like I say, 3 uploads a day on this channel. Make sure your notifications are on. But for now, I'm out. Peace out. Speak to you soon.